Yeah, Rob Morgan, right here, about to get it out, y'all. Pray for me.
Welcome to the air it welcome to the air it out. Welcome to the air it out. The air it out show. Welcome to the air it welcome to the air it out. Welcome to the air it out. The air it out show.
All right. It's a good time on both of these programs. Thank God. Thank God. And then also I'm doing this film called Anesthesia with Tim Blakely Nelson. Play an interesting character in that. I actually play like a street element in that, which is fun. And then I'm working on this.
Right.
And I'm also, the script y'all saw me reading when I was in the waiting room is this film called Early Light. So, yeah. And there I get to play a charismatic factory worker who kind of takes on a teenage boy who's going through some troubles, but I've been there before with him. You know what I mean? And now it's my chance to kind of steer him in the right direction. So what I like about all four of those is that Believe, I'm playing a supernatural character. The Nick, I'm playing a guy from 1901.
Nice.
See, I get choked up.
Don't cry.
I love you, HBO.
Right.
And then with Anesthesia, I'm playing the street element, and then the Early Light, I'm playing this kind of like, uplifting guy.
Nice.
So those are the beauties.
That's so dope. That's so dope. You get to stretch every facet of everything that's in you.
God is
How are
great.
you balancing all of these different characters?
My manager, Carol Brunner, and
What's
Richard
up, Carol?
Rosenwald. What's up, Carol? Love you, baby. Richard Rosenwald.
Big Rich.
Yeah, that's my dude. Carol especially helps me with my schedule. Like, she'll send me a schedule and say, these are your dates now, these are your days now. And I'm like, wow, this is a working actor.
That's how you do that.
No more punching in.
Let's work
This my finger, I punch in.
to the bone.
Punch in with that.
Ow! Love it.
Hey, but punching in though,
I'm not mad at it.
I'm gonna be
Yes.
real, yo, because I was at Bear Stearns for 8 years, which is an investment bank.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I did investment banking for 8 years, punching in while pursuing my passion.
Yes,
I mean,
that's how you
Know a little bit about that. Shout out to Pershing and the rest of y'all.
Yeah. But the moment Bear Stearns went under, because we were kind of like the guinea pigs of the recession.
Right.
I don't know if you all are familiar with that, but they were the guinea pigs of the recession. They went under. I made that decision like, yo, I'm not going to be anybody else's guinea pig. You know what I mean? Because it's really, if you don't own it, you're dispensable. And I felt like I might as well go all out with what I really want to do. I'm not looking for no 9 to 5. I'm not no waiter. I'm not no bartender. I'm not no security guard. I'm a storyteller. That's what I got that day. And from there, I was like, yo, it's either ride or die or starve with what I want to do. And that's what I did.
Wow.
And I'm still starving.
That's how he keeps
At the
trim
moment, he's a
and
little
fit.
hungry at the
That's
moment.
how he do it. He
I was
hungry
born
for that work.
Stay hungry. I was
Hungry
born
for work. Right. That's how he stays trim and slim.
We all come out crying like,
I was born hungry.
Yes, I was born thick, and I've been trying to keep it up all this time. It's hard
Oh,
work,
girl.
keeping thick. It's hard work. You got to eat all the time. I mean, But I digress. Now let's talk about this awesome web series that everyone's been talking about.
Okay.
for Color Boy.
Yes.
Okay.
What do you love about it? How did you get the role? Let's talk about it.
I just love the idea of being able to tell a man's story without the stereotype pressure of the major network. You know what I mean? Like Stacey and I had talked about this project like 2-3 years ago. When she came by my house, she laid it out. We did some little test shoots at my crib, and I was like, man, I can definitely dig it.
Right.
We need stories like this. We need to show how black men deal with pain.
Right.
Pain with deal with the social pressures of just waking up every day and going out there being productive, but yet at the same time with this blanket of lock all of them up when we can or if we can, you know what I mean? So it's like you got the pressures from the society, then you got the pressures from the system, and you know, I'm glad Stacy trusted me enough to be like, I want you as this character. And so then she started formulating and writing, and you know, when she hit me with the scripts, I was like, man, this looks like some fun material to play.
Yeah. Shout out to you, Miss Stacey Muhammad, because the series is phenomenal. We've been watching a couple episodes. It's great. And
It just pulls you in.
Yeah, you like it's like I like the way that it's shot too, because it's like you're a fly on the wall and you're like you're going in on the scene as opposed to it being something that you're just watching just to watch. You actually feel like you're in the room.
It's
That's
very real.
And that's a big up to Anders Ermacher and Max Papadoc, who are the cinematographers.
Nice.
Phenomenal team. NY Frequency is their production company.
Okay.
And,
Shout out to y'all.
Yeah, they do great work.
All right. And
Stacey,
it's great.
we have a seat for you.
Yes, come on.
When
girl.
you're ready.
We like the fact that it deals with, for you people out there who have been living under a rock or maybe next to the rock, it is a series dealing with this awesome man. He goes through this incarceration, he comes home, and the family that he left, he wants to go back and reclaim it, and all of the problems and issues that deals with that when he returns. And it's wonderful. You know, you're dealing with relationships that may have been started, relationships that were cut off because he left,
Right.
all
The
types
whole
of
adjustment
things.
period of
It's a
coming home.
great
That's
piece.
hard.
Oh, you know, even with the idea of your son being 11 years old when you go in,
Right.
then he having to mature within a house without you, and then potentially assume
The role of the
father
man,
role,
yeah.
the man role with his sister, who's now become 16. You know, and then you come out 9 years later to try and come home and fix all this. You know, that's just fun stuff to play.
Yeah.
You know, and then also what I really loved about it is that, you know, I was able to bring on Tiandra Gale as a casting director.
Yes, shout out to you, Cat Eyes.
Tiandra Gale is my girl. She came on as a casting director, and then she also brought on Lauren Hooper as the girl who replaced Ty Phoenix, the original Lisa, who plays my wife. And then one of the biggest joys was bringing on Jacinto Torres Riddick. That's my man, very strong Broadway actor, very strong TV actor. And
He got your back in the film, right? In the
Yeah,
series.
yeah,
You
like-
make sure you ready to go.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
He gives it to you real.
Exactly.
Letting you know, look, don't expect
Right.
that. Don't expect
Just gonna
that.
pop back up, and then, like
Right.
the world didn't
Yeah.
stop because you stopped. You know, it kept going.
So to work
Yeah.
with Jacinto, to be able to bring Jacinto in and work with him, man, it was refreshing because that relationship actually translated into another project where we do some pretty good, strong work in together.
Nice.
Called Tan Shul, which is a film executive produced by Malik Yoba and written and directed by this cat, Fred Boumaye Milton. And to see Jacinto in this character, man, I can't wait till y'all see it because y'all gonna roll. Y'all gonna
Nice.
roll. So those are one of the
Work begets work.
Yes.
This is true.
Yes, yes.
Now, you've played a lot of different characters, but if you had your choice of the type of character you would play, what kind of character would that be, and who would you want as a supporting actor or actress?
I'd love to play the character that would allow me to buy a home and take care of my kids. Take care of my kids and my wife.
Right.
My future kids and my future wife.
Right.
Because, you know, with the kind of job I'm getting now, it's hard to
Right.
maintain a wife and kids. So I would love to get a job that would pay for a home, some support for my future wife and my future kids.
Holla
That's
at
the
him.
job I would
Yes.
have.
Make sure
Now,
you
wait a
spell it.
minute.
Whoever's acting opposite of me, hopefully you get in the house for your future wife, future
They already
husband.
have it.
And they already have it.
They
Whatever.
already have it. So who would that actor or actress be that you want to play with?
I'd love to play with anybody. You know what I mean? Anybody
Oh.
that's honest
On the
about-
roll, on the screen.
Yeah, yeah. Anybody that's
Tickle your fancy.
anybody that's serious about coming and having fun and you know.
So you open to different roles and open to different people. You just want to get in there, make sure that your time there is spent, and hopefully that check will help you to live comfortably enough to just go on to the next role and not worrying about so much background information.
Yeah. I mean, this is what we do. You know, what I mean, I just love being in the form, the art form. You know, from what I understand over in Europe, you know, storytelling / acting is looked at as a high level of thinker's occupation. You know what I mean? People are looked at as you know, intelligent. You know, it just seems like over here in America, it's just that, you know, we seem to be run of the mill, and, you know, cats could look right through you, or they could just, like, try and paparazzi you to death. You know what I mean? It's like...
over there is more respected.
Yeah, so I just love being in an art form where some place in the world it's looked at as you're an intelligent being.
Because we are.
That can potentially incite or produce some type of change in somebody's life that can help them understand how to make a better decision. You know what I mean? Because in my opinion, that's what our art does. It informs people to say, because I used to be a teaching artist too with a creative arts team. But
nice.
yeah, and that was some of my most gratifying work, is going into these high schools and colleges and presenting material on stage for them so that they could be informed in how to make a better life choice, decision, if ever presented with it. And to see these kids' faces change, you know, and really get the material was just really
Impact their
rewarding.
lives. And
Yeah,
plant
because
seeds.
you know that acting job really was about affecting something good in somebody else, or giving them a better chance to survive even. You know what I mean? So yeah, that kind of work I really like.
Nice.
Let me ask you,
Am I answering y'all questions? Because I
No,
have a
you
tendency
are.
to. Okay, cool.
you are. I think everybody does that.
Okay.
And you trail
Does
off.
what? What are you trying to say? I do what am I doing, Tim?
We trail off sometimes.
You trying to say I talk too damn much?
Not
tell
at all.
me.
We've not
too
talked
much.
this much. That's why you
Not too much. Thank God
What
for
is
the
it, 40
script.
o'clock?
Because these days on script. Next
Right.
time, you know.
We're going to give you lines.
I mean, a teleprompter. All right, we're going to ask the question, then you look over there and read. Okay. Yes,
This is your
I have
answer.
fun doing the job. Okay, next question.
No.
Listen to all of this.
Yes,
No.
I like working. Okay, what's the next question?
He's going to have a commercial next.
Yes.
Yeah.
Verizon, that's your next guy.
I love it.
Your next leading guy.
I love it.
My question was there any particular movie or character that has affected your life when you've watched it? Because you just said that you want to play this type of character, but is there a specific character in your movie watching and studying of characters? Because sometimes we watch and we don't even know we're studying. But is there any particular movie or role that has affected you in that way to help shape you?
My grandfather's my biggest influence, aside from and my mother and my Uncle Vernon. But aside from those three real people that I could reach out and touch and hear, y'all gonna find this strange, but my favorite movie is Quest for Fire. And every time I say it, people be like, who? Quest for Fire? Do you know about Quest for Fire?
Tell them the synopsis so that people can, in case.
Quest for Fire, and I saw this when I was like a kid, probably like 11, 12 years old, and it still stuck with me to the point that as I got old enough to get my own money and buy my own movies, I bought it, and I still watch it till this day, like at least 3 times a year. You can get it on YouTube too, but Quest for Fire is pretty much about the quest for fire.
But you know something?
Ray Don Chong was in it.
Is relevant to your life right now. The quest for fire, the yearning, the hunger for more roles. Is relevant to your life right now, so that's excellent.
Yeah, I mean, but it was just that this movie had no word in it.
They were
No
just
words.
trying to get the fire.
It was all body
Fire and
language,
desire.
body language, attitude. You know, had some grunts because it was such a prehistoric time. But yo, man, I'm telling you. You can watch this movie, and there's so many beautiful, subtle things that jump out of this movie that I love it to death. I mean, first of all, acting without no words is some of the most challenging
Yes.
acting, period. So you could sit there and watch a 2-hour movie that has you engaged with no words.
Wow.
And then Ray Dawn Chong, too. She was beautiful. And I think it was Ron Perlman that played the guy. I believe so. I might be mistaken, but I believe so. The love they showed in that, the hate they showed in it, the joy, the happiness, the success, the failures in that one movie, Quest for Fire, it affected me for years. That and
Nice.
Beat Street.
All right now.
King of the beat.
Now, it's like all of these things that you have experienced in your life, all of these wonderful life experiences added to your acting classes, which is really life. That was your teacher. Life was your teacher, which is
Yeah,
great.
Life will be your best
Yeah, it's
teacher.
the best. It's the best teacher. I mean, you can read things in books, you can take classes from other people, but once you experience it and you feel it, you can go back to that moment, that feeling, and have that be on screen,
Yeah.
on stage, whatever.
You can
because
use it for those
you
characters.
felt it, you know
You've
it.
been there.
It's the biggest teacher.
Your life is your biggest teacher.
Yes,
Which
sir.
brings us to full circle.
Oh, full circle.
Full Circle. Tell the people about Full Circle because it has a music element, which
Yep.
is hip hop influence. We love that.
Right,
Yeah.
of course.
And the storyline itself is awesome. But your role, you are the good bad guy. Tell the people about that experience on Full Circle, the feature.
Full circle, man. I mean, that's, I'm really attached to that project because of the people behind the project. You know what I mean? This cat, Slick the Misfit, Solving Naeem is his government, but he goes by Slick the Misfit. He's a beautiful person. You know what I mean? With respect put forward first. You know what I mean? Not just because you're shooting. It goes while you're shooting and then after you're shooting.
That's the best.
It's genuine. We still communicate. He keeps you informed with what's going on with the project. He gives you your material.
Nice.
You know what I mean? So that alone keeps me excited about all the success this film is getting. And then also he respects your opinions and attitudes and your ideas about
I like that.
what we're doing with the project. Like he really makes
He's a
you
team
feel,
player.
He's a team player.
It's a team
Right.
play, and you need that. You need
And in our
that.
He's not just
community-
at the top.
Yeah.
He's in there grinding with you.
For some reason, through my
good.
experience, I find that is a conversation we should have in
Yeah.
our community, especially for the independent filmmakers. You know what I
Definitely
mean?
need. You need to
Understand
feel like that.
'Cause
That
that'll-
teamwork, because you can go on a set and the show can be phenomenal. The film could be phenomenal. But when you find people that you can actually bond with off the set, it's the best thing ever. I mean, that's how Pink Panther and I met from working on stage. And since that, I like to call it a camely. It's like cast and family.
Nice.
So she's a part of my camely, like a sister bond. And it all came from being sisters on the set.
Right.
Yeah.
We never had a chance to play sisters actually.
And we play opposite.
But yeah.
Yeah, like we were both playing opposite roles as sisters. And we were studying the lines but we had to do these lines with other people. But she was actually the sister that I needed in the scene. And the original sister, she was a little too busy for me. But so I worked with her
Merry
and we got it
Christmas, sis.
in.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year to you and everything.
But no, I understand that. Because
But
like that right there makes the project so much better.
And it makes a world of difference if you want to even work with him again.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But Full Circle, man, we
It's-
just won Urban World Best Audience Award
yes.
for feature film.
Nice.
We won Best Feature Film at the October Music and Film Fest. Shout out
Yes.
to Emily Stewart and Stewart Group.
Yes,
for
Auntie
putting
M, we
together-
see you.
Yeah, for putting together that film festival. Thank you. We screened at ABFF, got great reviews, sold out. Won Best Feature Film in New York Independent Film
Yes.
Wow.
Festival. was in the Palm Beach International Film Festival. Got some distributors on board interested in taking it to the next level.
Yeah, it's great. It's a great film.
And Slick already has like 2 other scripts lined up that's
See?
just as refreshing,
Work
funny.
begets work.
Work begets work. But he already has them lined up, ready to go. And I mean, you read these scripts, they're hilarious. You thought Full Circle was funny. These new scripts are like, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, one is about a ticket cop, and I hope he doesn't shoot me for saying but
Don't give it away, because you know people might be
I won't.
listening and try to run away with the idea. We know who you are.
Right.
And
Yeah.
so don't even try it, because you won't have the same cast or caliber or script. So
Right.
just knock it off.
and not the same amount of funny. 'Cause
Exactly.
This dude.
You know what? I like it because, like, all right, he actually has a soundtrack to the movie,
Yeah,
which we purchased.
Nice.
And the music itself moves.
You hear it right now?
It moves the actual film. So even in the film, there's scenes when he just breaks out into, into the hip hop mode. So like you'll be like in a serious scene, and then all of a sudden he's just like bow, and you're like ah,
Yeah.
and you feel it, and it's great. And what we like about you being a good bad guy is because for some people, violence and things like that may be a little bit too much, but you make it so palatable. You forget that you are the bad guy. For example, he does things like, if they bring him the wrong amount of cushion in something, he will, knock you out. But he does it with such flair that you don't even feel sorry for the dude. You want to root for him. Like, oh my goodness. I hope that this is to his liking. It's great, and there's so many people that are in there, like Ron Denson, and got
that's my dude.
Shaheed. There's so many people that are in our same circles.
Duvall Ellis.
Yes, it's a
Ethan Berry show.
great film.
It's a great cast, man. We had a great time. Tiandra was the casting director on that
Yes,
also.
Miss Cat Eyes.
Yeah, she's all over the place. But let me ask you, on the soundtrack, did you hear a song that said, "Are you comfortable"? No,
Yes,
baby,
we
are
have.
you
Yeah. It's one song on there that I have to. I can't listen to that while I'm driving. Need to be somewhere alone.
Did you figure out who was singing that?
Who is it? Is it you? Better not.
It might be.
In the studio singing, man. I am not a singer.
Nice.
But you did that, huh? You got
For
your
my
Barry
dude.
White on?
For my dude, for my
Oh.
man. 'Cause, that's what I'm saying.
So now
like,
you'll go back and press play differently now.
Yeah, he makes you vibe enough,
That you comfortable enough
that
to
you
do
like,
it.
yo, for my man, for all he's done
Right.
for us and showed us love and
I'ma
respect,
do
I'll
this.
come through and do it for you. You know what I mean? So yeah, I ain't had no problem coming to do it, but I'm happy I did because the song is actually kind of dope.
Yeah.
Y'all should play it now.
Yes, y'all should do that right
Baby, are
now.
you coming? Nah.
Do the video for it.
it's dope.
Listen, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to some a clip of that awesome feature right now. Check it out.
See, the thing about this neighborhood is at any given moment, a million things are happening. If there was a street between good and evil, it'd be right here between a bodega and a barbershop.
Yo, the incumbent correspondent.
Okay, I got 2 plain with mushroom going to 1420 decal and 3 pepperoni going to 325 Knickerbocker. Who's taking them?
You give me the pieces, and I go get your money.
Comes out to $15 and 35 minutes with me.
Stop fucking around. Deliver the pizza.
I never planned for it to be like this. Some mistakes you can never take back. A near-death experience can make you realize that life's a gift that can be taken at any time.
Listen, you're not gonna believe this. Our lives are about to change. I open the door, I see dead bodies, a bag of drugs, and a bag of money. I took the money.
Are you crazy, huh?
Why the fuck you got your hand in your pants? My balls got stuck to my thigh.
Oh. I hate when that happens.
My baby, are you gone?
Nice. I told y'all.
Didn't even know that was
I
coming.
told y'all didn't even know that was coming. Y'all didn't even know. You better participate and go and see it.
Pay attention.
Yes.
This man right here is doing big things.
Yes. Right here, we got Mr. Robbie Morgan, Rob Morgan, the other guy, all of that the same person.
Robbie
so,
Rob, what they call
you know, however you may know him, this is him. And you have been a phenomenal guest.
Yes.
We loved everything about this session. Is there any thing that you want to say, any last shout outs or anything to anybody that may be viewing?
Margaret Terry, holla at your boy.
Yes, Margaret.
Yeah, Margaret. But I just want to say I love you, Ma. Granddad, I'm on the right path, man. And anything that you want to do, anything that you really feel passionate about doing, you need to decide that you want to do it more than you're willing to eat or sleep. And then once you do that and make that commitment, trust me, you will do it.
Nice.
That's it.
Now, any Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram information?
I'm like a Twitter, Facebook poser. I am Shadow Flack on Twitter and Instagram, but really, honestly, like if people don't tag me in it, I probably won't see it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I'm guilty.
I'm a poser, yo.
Right.
Like,
But you can find him on Facebook under Robbie Morgan. That's ROBBIE Morgan MORGAN.
yeah, and I'm the guy
For business.
with the,
Get at him for business.
with the avatar picture up there.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
And that's
gonna-
a shout out to my man Paul, because he did this picture of me, man.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, it actually looks like Paul
Use that,
Marlboro.
right?
Yeah, so I had to use it. So.
Oh, so you feel that air in the room, Pink Panther?
It's like a nice.
Are we done
cool
already?
You feel it? I feel it.
Yeah, Flo, is that it?
Oh my goodness.
Really,
Mr.
dude?
Robbie.
I rode my bike from Brooklyn to this little short session.
Morgan.